Hey, Proxy Table Gaming fans! He's Lucky Sixes with Hyper G tagging
Oh,
along as usual as he beatbops. I don't know what that is.
beat bops. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, beat bop, deep,
beat.
deep, deep,
Yeah.
beat bop.
Well, you're not until I said you were that. You're doing
Yeah,
something else.
but hey,
Just
I'm happy
ants in
to
your
adapt.
pants. Yeah.
Absolutely happy to adapt. And
Adaptable
yeah,
Lucky Sixes. That is you.
that's yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Let's leave it on that. See you later.
Yeah. I mean, you said this was an
I,
ambush battle, so
this
if
is
that isn't
so.
an adaptable
I
battle,
know we absolutely had to adapt, and that is because we were playing one part of the 100 Club, and this was Marcema, who is in quite
oh
heavily in the
yeah.
scene. But we both secretly did a list. I was like, let's both do a fun list that we want, and we both came, and it was both beast. So we were like, that's cool. But we were like, oh, is it going to be the
Miramax.
same? And looking at the list, they could not be further away from
Right.
the list
Okay.
themselves. So we're going to get stuck in straight away. And yes,
Okay.
lots of adapting or just ignoring, as we sort of saying. So from my point of
Mm.
view, it was I had so much fun on the one day of 3,000 points in Reading that I wanted to
Yeah.
adapt my list and see what it would look like for 4,000. With
Okay.
the view that actually I've got a few tournaments coming up later on this year. Maybe I do a bit more hobby and try and get it to that. So it's very
Okay.
centered on that. It's a little bit magic light in terms of
Right.
having
Just one
the
adept.
just one adept and
You got
the.
totems as well, though.
I added a greater totem bearer on. Oh, so one of the additions is the Wildhorn Chieftain. So he's a
Yep.
BSB. He's on foot. He only has Talisman of Shielding as a any sort of protection.
More
And
than my
I whack
BSB
him.
gets.
Yeah, I whack him in with the Soothsayer just to add a little bit of magic. So that's I know a magic light in terms of channel, but that is rather than have it on the units, I've just got a great totem bearer. So there's that.
Sure.
I also added Mongol Raiders because they're by far my best painted models
Okay.
of the beast herds that I own. So they're in as a unit. So we'll see how. I wanted to see how they're using mainly chaff, but can they be useful any
I
other
think they're a
way?
great unit for 130. Really good.
I added a Razor Tusk Chariot because that is
Nice.
super. I just I couldn't quite fit in at 3,000, and I just think it's great as a
Yeah.
what it offers.
So good.
I added a second Gortak as well,
Nice.
and I'm not sure anything else changed my list. So maybe a few more Wild Horns
So
in that unit.
Gortak's on the shopping list to hobby up if you
Absolutely.
like it.
So actually, in terms of this, and I could I could just about get away with just buying a Gortak.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
have
Nice.
everything here, so that's pretty cool. So just go
See you
over
later,
everything.
Proxy Table
Yeah,
Gaming.
man. Curse of the Lycanthropy on the Soothsayer, otherwise just a Wizard Adept.
Hawthorne Curse.
Hawthorne Curse Chieftain, so Krugar, the Centaur,
Krugar.
gets the nod as well. Just because he's always going to be in my list. Whether, as always, we see whether he's going to be worth it. And he's,
Oh, it's going to
he's
be
a
so
gamble.
bad if they ever like take away Hawthorne Curse or change it
Yeah.
completely, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because he is the reason. That is the reason for him, really,
yeah.
isn't it? So
Absolutely. The big unit, 30 Wild Horns with paired weapons, Banner Wildhead. I think it's pretty standard. 3 Red Chariots. 2 units of Minotaurs. Big downfall of these is if they get into combat, you then just lose control of them and they do whatever the hell they want. But pretty interesting. Gargoyles, as I said, 2 Gortaks and the Beast Giant as well with the Uprooted Tree because it's just so good, I think. So mine is kind of like monsters and minos, really, and quite fighty in terms of that regard. The other list from Marcema is very ambushy, and I say this because we'll get on to deployment. Out of all of this, there is 2 units that get deployed.
what?
The rest is ambushed, which is I think is just so fun.
Okay.
It really tested my thought process and deployment there. But he has got
Did it
Soothsayer.
though?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
So Soothsayer Master with Druidism. Then he's got a Wildhorn Lord with a pretty killy Destiny's Call, Touch Greatness, paired weapons, Talisman of Void for an extra channel, and the Seal of Dark Forest. He's got Hunting Call as well to allow the ambushes. With this type of list, it's an auto included
Yeah,
item.
100%.
2 Chieftains, one as a BSB, one as just another guy, paired weapons hero's heart. He's got a
Captain dude.
Yeah, captain. Centaur chieftain, again with ambush, going in the centaurs, giving them looted booze. Basically, it gives the unit the chance to change that, which is fantastic. Big unit, a wild horn horde, 42. That's a lot. Then a smaller 2 units, a smaller ambushing wild horn herds, a medium unit of ambushing longhorn herds.
Ambushing
again,
longhorns.
Yeah, man, they're good. They're good. Centaurs, as I said, to go with the chieftain. 4 briar beasts, which ambush from forests and such, which is why Seal of the Dark Forest is a nice item with this. And then the beast giant with beard barrel. So really cool.
So it's only the giant and the big unit of 42.
Yes, and we get on to deployment after Spoils of War Spearhead. So a bit of ambushing as well. Thingy. Vanguarding. I got captured flags. He got forbid trespass. Just gonna say he automatically gets forbid trespass because it's just one of those ones that are just incredibly easy to get. And this was deployment.
No, this is he's only just done 2 of his units. This is halfway through his deployment, like he said. He's still got to deploy, right?
So he has 8 units of ambushers out of the 10 units in total that he has, which I think is cool. It's really, really cool. So obviously left me a bit to ponder, and I've chosen my left side, as the spearhead one, the extra vanguard things. But yeah, otherwise it was quite interesting to see. So I kind of just went, well, the giant is going to come up against something, so I'm just going to put all the things I want to vanguard in this left side to try and get the giant at some point. The other things, the chaff and the giant who can vanguard anyway, goes in the middle. And then we've got Krugar and the 2 Gortaks on that side, basically to go against infantry. I'm like, well, okay, at some point that'll happen. And Gortaks are pretty good against infantry. They just need to be careful sometimes. So that was what I did. So
are you planning for his ambush at all, or are you completely going with what you can see at the moment?
So you'll see in my turn 1 about that sort of thing. But deployment-wise, I'm like, no, there's not much I can do here. And again, he comes up anywhere, so it's hard to really think in deployment. So I'll just put him where I want, what kind of matchups, and what do I want against the infantry, what do I not, and we'll go like that. In my turn 1, this is Vanguard. So this, you see what Vanguard straight away.
Cool.
He chose his giant can Vanguard, and his big unit, that was his side. So all of his units Vanguard. Whereas mine,
this is a crazy battle.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I just moved the arguably slower pieces forwards, and these 2 on the side. Onto my turn, and I do start thinking. This is when I really start thinking about the ambush, and I kind of go, right, how much of the board can I influence from his point of view? So my wild horns turn to face that whole side, while the razor tusk faces the corner. The Mongol raiders, but basically the other chariots face that way, and I'm like, well, okay, well, if he comes in with his infantry, he's going to have to go through the water, which isn't great for him. Or he's going to go in that corner where I'm not going to be there as much as possible.
You're just going to keep moving forward.
With this, really trying to minimise what effect he'll have on it. But it has, half my army is facing the other way. My Minotaurs go forward against the giant. I don't care if they come in, they're going to smash the giant to pieces. And my 3 monsters and Krugar go that way, because at the minute Krugar's got nothing really useful to shoot. So they go, okay, well, I'm going to try and get around you and try and overwhelm that 1 unit. So we'll see. At the minute, looking pretty good.
That's it.
But of course, I have no idea what he's going to go wrong. So. Onto his turn, and shooting, I maybe get a few wild horns. There's nothing really that much. Onto his turn, and his giant and wild horn unit was on the board. Move a little bit back to sort of force me into coming towards him again. He brings 2 briar beasts off, and of course you can choose. I think with the briar beasts, I think that's their thing. whether they come on. So he keeps 2 in reserve, puts 2 on the board. They move up like so.
Oh yeah, and they come in from fields, forests, or water, not just forests.
Yes. Okay,
so
yeah, even better.
I was just trying to work out how that one at the bottom got in behind your chariot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's either one of those terrains.
So yeah, they're in a bit of a spot from my point of view. The only ones that can see them are the gargoyles going into that one that's in the close to the forest. And then his longhorns come up behind my Gortak, sandwiching my Gortak in between the 2 infantry, so I won't be able to get out of either of their arcs unless I come way back. That's not going to happen. So yeah, really interesting. The others, I think he chose not to, or something, or didn't come on.
Chooses something like. Does the item allow you to re-roll it even if you succeed it?
I think you can. I think the item gives you the choice to re-roll, but also to potentially come on turn 1 because this is his turn 1. So I don't know. But either way, that's how it ended up for his turn 1. On to straight away. There's not much else to do. His mainly is the movement phase. So we go on to my turn 2, and again, I'm thinking I charged the gargoyles into one of the Briar Beasts because that was my only option really. I don't think gargoyles on the charge are that bad either.
No, they get the extras.
4, I think extra attack on the charge and distracting or something. The downside is I don't have too many actual base contact. I think it's only. I want to say it's only 2. It could be 3, but yeah.
They're always 2 attacks each, but they're distracting on the charge, and they're always strength 4. So yeah, pretty good.
So Krugar comes back into the centre to try and shoot at the other Briar Beast, while the Mongrel Raiders shoot as well. We were joking all the way that the Mongrel Raiders are going to be the best shooting and outshoot Krugar, so that was quite fun little tactic. My Gortak on the side can't get out of arc, so he just goes right up to test the Wild Horns going in. 1-on-1, I would back the Wild Horns to grind out that, but
I would say
I want to do some. I want to do some damage, which I should. And if he comes in, he's going to have a problem with 2 monsters, and 1 is going to be in his flank. So, that's it. The other Gortak can't be seen by the Longhorns, so the Longhorns are very much out of the way for at least 1 turn. The Minotaurs go after the Giant. That's their only purpose at the minute. And also, I'm thinking, well, if he puts anything in that flank, in that little corner, then I can charge them as well. So that's stopping that. The Razor Tusk covers the rear of the Wild Horns, who come back into the centre, again hoping to, I think, swarm of insects that Briar Beast, while the Chariots down below, again, just try and minimise what he can do. Obviously, there's a big, my back edge is quite vulnerable to his coming.
You have to leave somewhere.
Yeah, have to leave somewhere, I get Awaken the Beast off the Gargoyles, hoping that helps. And I shoot.
Nice.
Krugar does nothing, and Mongrel Raiders do 1-0 Mongrel Raiders.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so
Krugar, he always misses his first turn.
He does. He's
or whenever it is. Yeah.
Over here, I do no wounds, and he does 1 with raw combat, and I do get more in, but it's not the best one I was hoping for, really. And I'm not.
You've not got distracting anymore either. So
yeah. Over here, these are the spells that obviously he got off in the. He's charged and got these spells off.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Yeah, pretty hard for my Gortat to get over that, but yeah, that's what he's there for. He also charges the Briar Beast into my Mongrel Raiders, so now they've got to do in combat as well. While bringing on another Briar Beast to chaff my Minotaurs, and the Wild Horn Herd to shoot at them with their throwing weapons. He's also brought on the last of the Wild Horns to shoot at the Giant and to rage him up a bit for me, which I thought was very nice. But the majority of the ambushing things are now on. So from now on, I don't have to account for that, at least. Centaurs, as you said, are at the bottom in that gap where I was. They have throwing weapons as well, facing those chariots. And that's really, out of everything, that's probably the biggest
that's the
sore
worst
point
one,
of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But
because the centaurs can charge so the whole corner, you can't get out of there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought
exactly.
So,
I misspoke earlier. These are the ones he gets off this turn round. He got the other spells off on the last turn, but it's pretty much the same, making it very hard for me to hit and to wound. So yeah, really hoping my rerolls come in there. Clutch. He shoots a chariot with his centaurs and kills one. And he does a few wounds to both my Minotaurs and Giant, but nothing to write home about, really. We go into combat, and this is after combat. In a complete turnaround, my Gargoyles don't suffer a wound and do 2 to him, and he stays. My Mongol Raiders lose a few, but do 2 wounds to him. No, do 1 wound, I think. Sorry, actually.
Yeah,
and end up holding as well. So, yeah, 2-0 Mongol Raiders in my books.
I like it.
The Gortak suffered a bit of fate. I think he killed like 5, though. Maybe he died before the stomp, so he did all right.
Okay.
But yeah, not to be. I actually not sure whether he died before the stomp.
I suppose he was wounding you on 5s, or
he must have, because he's turned
ranks.
Turned to face. Yeah. And yeah, with all the magic, I'm not sure what I did. But yeah. Over onto my turn, and these are my charges. My Wild Horns go in to help the Mongol Raiders. Not that, of course, they need it, but you know, why not? Yeah. The Minotaurs at the top go into the Briar Beast Chaff. Both my monsters go into this big unit, hoping to just whittle them down as much as possible, keep everything over here, so that the main battle over the left side I can win. That's my charges. Onto my movement here. And my chariots, unfortunately, have to be chaff to the centaurs. I never like that. I never like using chariots as chaff, but it had to be, as my Mongol Raiders didn't quite finish off the...
Kruger's on the way, though. He's going to kill a few centaurs to help
Kruger's
out.
on the way.
Razortusk right behind. So
absolutely, and I've got my Razortusk chariot behind them. So while they're doing a job, I'm hoping that I can sort of mop up the centaurs, because they're not that defensive. Actually, off the charge as well. That should be pretty good for me. And I've got my Wild Horns to come in. I'm expecting that Briar Beast to go. So, yeah, overall...
So he got his Giant round your Minotaurs, though.
Yeah, Giant had come around as Minotaurs, so I've just turned my Minotaurs to face again. They're just going to keep that up. He's got light troops. There's not much I can do. I don't have musicians, so that is a thing. Otherwise it is what it is. I get Gnarled Hide off on my Minotaurs, expecting, just basically hoping to stop anything shooting wise for the armor coming into them with the Wild Horns, and Blooded Horn on the Wild Horns just to make sure. I think
Gargoyles have to do it without awakening the beast as well.
Yes, they do. Yeah. I shoot and I do 3 with Kruger. So yeah,
it's all right.
2-1, we'll call it.
Okay. Not 3-2.
And over here, I do a bunch of wounds. I don't take many in response, which means I end up winning combat. He's of course steady and steadfast, but I don't think his BSB is over here, or I've killed his BSB. I think my Gortak went in to kill his BSB while my Giant did the rest, and with stomps and stuff. And because he doesn't do that, he just rolls badly. I think he rolled an 11. Doesn't have the re-roll. My Gortak runs after him because he has to. My Giant turns around, and I think that's even leaving a 6 for his Longhorns as well. So overall, it's just it's all come up Millhouse with, of course, his magic, some of his magic gone as well, which is interesting. Over here, my Minotaurs do kill the Briar Beast and overrun like 11, which actually, it means his Wild Horns can't go in, but it does pave the way to go into my other Minotaurs in the flank, which isn't the best. His Giant comes in to go into my big unit, seeing what the Giant over the other side has done, and we sort of go into that. Over here, he tries the charge. Needs a 6, so if he gets it, that's them toast.
Might as well, yeah.
Thankfully for me, he doesn't get it. So that's great over there. I'm actually looking pretty. if I do say so myself.
As
He chooses
always.
not to go in with the centaurs into my chariots and move around. Again, I've got no musicians, so he just marches as much as he can.
It seems
to
like a
shoot
long
at
way,
centaur.
but centaurs can move, can't
Yeah,
they?
14 inches, I think it is. No, maybe 16. 816, I think they are. But either way, that's where he ends up. And this is the table and how it looks.
Yeah.
Into after combat, I do some wounds. I think I kill off a rank, but
5,
and that's only with 2. So I've got 6 attacks, obviously with the rerolls and thing. But combat res alone was enough to pop me. I don't have that higher leadership. I think it's only 8.
No.
And my BSB is all the way on the other side. So I run, he catches me, and
that's a spoil, isn't it?
And that's a spoil. So that's where this big flag comes in.
Yeah.
Over here, I obliterate his giant. Blooded Horn really helped here.
Always does. Yeah.
And I didn't. And I think I popped the banner as well, just to make sure.
Okay.
So that I was wounded on 4s because of pressing ranks, whatever. But big points for me, and it's a unit off the board. It also allows that lovely flank charge there. So that's pretty great.
There it is.
He shoots me to do, I think, only a wound in his turn, I return fire with a charge, thinking that's just going to be great.
Rage him up, yeah.
And this is how it looks after all my movement. My Mongol Raiders do the honourable thing and chaff his centaurs, with everything else kind of just looking around. Really, Minotaurs at the top turn around, so that's all they can really do. And Gortak turns around and moves back to allow. I think the best I could do was allow a 6 for him again.
Allow 6 again. Okay.
So
you're just teasing him with the lucky 6s. Can you be lucky 6s?
Yeah, absolutely. I get Awaken the Beast off on these. It was really I didn't have many choices, but it absolutely helps from that point of view. I kill him, overrun, and I get a spoil now, which is lovely.
Yeah, do you get 2? Because you do steal his and get you one of your own?
So. I don't think
Is that not a thing anymore?
I think they just lose it. Well, that's how we played it.
Okay.
We played that they just lose it and I gain 1. So hey, if they get 2, that would be great. But yeah, Giant over here takes a wound but kills, just obliterates him.
Yeah.
Not having to hit is fantastic. Like,
absolutely, so good on a Giant.
Beasts don't have in the matchup. I think I treated it's just so good. Mirror match.
Is it Bearbell? No, it is
Uprooted Tree. Yeah, it's so good. It's just strength 5, AP 0, but they don't have much armor. Auto hits. I've raged, so I've got like 11 hits. Just nice. Incredible.
Nice.
And then because of Big Brother, I'm maximized stomp. It just wasn't fun for Wildhorns.
Yeah.
Over here, he rolls his random movement and rolls one, moving a massive 3 inches, not clearing my chaff after going in with the centaurs. But he's like, it's okay, I only need a 7 with the centaurs, or sort of 7 or 8 maybe. So maybe I'll get that. But he was like, that is annoying, because if anything happens, you can chaff and you go into him. I was like, oh yeah, that's unlucky, man.
Kruger killed 2 more centaurs as well in your previous turn.
Yeah, so he's plinking away with his shooting, and obviously has his strength 8 charge coming if he wants it. Over onto his turn, he moves forward. I think he might have I think he failed another charge with the Longhorn.
Sure.
It's just not getting these 6s, and I'm like, phew.
No.
And otherwise, there's not actually a lot more for him to do. He's been pretty unlucky with a few things, actually.
Yeah, that Briar Beast charge is annoying for him.
Yeah. So it was like, it could have been so different in lots of ways, but yeah. So then we go on to think they obviously kill the Mongol Raiders. Mongol Raiders have been heroes enough, and he rolls triple 1 for the over.
Oh no!
And it's like
those gargoyles like got a hex on his dice or something.
Yeah,
we will not die.
He did this, and I was like, what?
Did you scroll up on the chat to make sure it wasn't the one that you rolled earlier?
Severe deja vu, but just super unlucky. He hasn't got a charge. and that is not.
He's
going to
get charged by the world now
for centaurs.
Yeah.
Over here, I take a long charge with the Minotaurs into his. What's it?
Briar Beast.
Briar Beast. That's it. Both my monsters go in. My giant does need a 5, I think, but I'm not too bothered by that. And everything else goes into the centaurs.
Kruger not coming in the back.
I don't even need Kruger. Kruger's gonna be there just in case. Just for mop up.
I thought you'd have your Razor Tusk go into the Briar Beast, to be honest. And Kruger into the Centaurs.
I had a few options, and I was like, I just want the Centaurs dead. The Briar Beast isn't long for this world anyway, with everything else I've got around. Sure. I've got a few shooting if the Minotaurs don't get in. And they don't get in, but this is how it looks after thing. And also the Giant doesn't get in, which actually, I was like, Gortak on his own against the Longhorns isn't actually the best. He's still wounded on 5 because I'm res 7, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's not actually the best thing. But at this point, I was like, I can't bemoan my luck. So
no,
he's had the worst luck. I was like, if I give him a Gortak because I've failed one roll, but it does allow Kruger to shoot and miss. The Briar Beast. I get Gnarled Hide off on the closest unit to his Briar Beast,
the Razor Tusk,
things. And apparently I got Awaken the Beast off on the. That might just be there from before. I go in. I only take 3 wounds, which actually in the long run is pretty good. I do like 8.
That's all right.
Wounds. I want to say to him.
Yeah, I think so.
All told, I think I actually took more wound. Oh no, I could not because I only have 6. But either way, I think this is how we end up.
Maybe you did your lethal strike thing against the Wild Horns earlier, or something like that.
But
maybe not.
Over the course of 2 rounds, I do lose, but I do survive one, and then which is crucial. Obviously, it means he can't charge my giant. Over here, he kills my. I kill his centaurs. He kills my gargoyles in response. And this is what it looks like after all said and done in the combat. I finish up by charging him. He flees.
Okay.
Would you know? He's got ones stuck on his Warhall roll end. Rolls double 1, and the giant comes in, and it's inevitable.
Was this the one you were telling me about, where you hacked into his laptop and uploaded that only roll ones?
The code, the PTG code.
Yeah. You stopped press recording while I said that, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. That's completely edited out.
All right, let's re-roll and record now. Go.
So Giant was like super good in this. It's completely fair.
Smashed it.
So, absolutely.
Smashed it.
This is what it looks like on my movement, and that's never a good place for a Briar Beast. I
do to go back into ambush.
Yeah, shooting with Kruger. I've got some magic missiles, whatever. But I only do 2 wounds. And this is the last picture, as you can see. He goes in to try and punk the shaman, but I've got Curse of Lycanthropy, which really helps in terms of the regen and I end up killing him as well. I don't think I had any points on for him though, so maybe there you go. You can survive. We'll say he survives. But yeah, and we did a good little chat afterwards. We said about how this corner we were sort of drawing and doodling as we spoke, and I'll move us just to show you where we are, what we're talking about. And this corner was super crucial for the whole game, really. Me coming in, him failing a long charge, him failing the steadfast. And
then 2 roll. Longhorn failing to get 6s.
Yeah, and I just got, and then the flea to keep him alive didn't. It was just everything over in this corner really swung the battle, and that's not even counting the double, triple ones. Over
of course,
in that left corner. So definitely had the luck, and it was just luck.
Wink.
But either way though, it was a really fun game. It was a really fun build up to the game as well. Because we were chatting about the lists, and it was. I just had loads of fun. It was really interesting to come up against that type of list as well, where you did have to think.
Must be a nightmare to actually play it yourself, because you have to make those decisions on where things need to be. There is no game plan because you could be anywhere.
And I mean, I'm quite lucky in that most of the stuff in this matchup, like the mirror, that most of my stuff is quite tough. So if he does come on, he's got to, it's tough for him to get points easy. But you come up against elves or a gun line or something like that, or maybe even Empire, where or vampires where they don't want to be split. There's so many, I think, good matchups here, and he was just getting used to learning it. He said he sort of like played it quite a lot, but it's obviously quite a hard one to get your head
brain
around,
space.
So. Yeah, but
right.
super fun. It was great to play. Always like the Civil War type things as well. They're always fun to see, and the list really couldn't have been too much different. They were very, very different in the way they played and what they was good about. So I really like this list. For me, it's very aggressive. And this is probably the most tactical I've ever been with B-Sets as well. Obviously, with the opponent having ambush. But not in terms of everything. It's just a punch up and you get involved and things. I think I will try and see if I can get a little bit more magic channel in. Would be my thing. Maybe at the cost of lycanthropy on the dude. Possibly some totems on the Minotaurs, but then you have to lose something. So, and I'm not losing Kruger. So
no.
The easy, obvious thing is to lose Kruger and buff up everything else to make them better, but that's not what this list is about, So we have to get around that. So there's a few little tweaks I want to add. The Gore-Tex are fantastic as always. But over in the game, obviously we've seen luck is a massive factor of this, and I got a 19-1, the big points, and as well as the objectives with the spoils and stuff. We drew the secondary. We both got what we needed to get for that, but
you had standards left, and he got the ambushing. So
overall really fun game, and one I was really excited to bring to the YouTube because there's lots to talk about and a very different style of game that
you won't get another battle like that again in a long time. So
cool. Credit to him for his list building for that, because I feel like it did change the game quite a lot. But if you enjoyed, check us out, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out our other content as well. It's very fun, and we're starting to get into it now a bit with the chat PTG, etc. Again, it's just a bit of fun. Just treat it as that as well. It's good storytelling and pretty funny up to now. So we've
random
ads, but obviously the book reviews as well. Always good fun and
they're rolling
good
on
for us. Just done, was it ID a couple of weeks ago, and KOE as well was an interesting one to go. I should say as well, off the back of that, I guess I am looking to carry on using this list, but also I've got the KOE pretty much on the table. I've got the models, so I know what I'm going to try out to start off with, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm
excited to see him again because you haven't played him since Art of War 4, I think it was. And you did really well. You came 8th with them. So I mean, they've changed a lot since then. But
from what was it, 60 odd? They always get Art of War. So absolutely. So I'm excited to play them and get back into them. And I feel like when I do, I'll have to just stick with them for a bit as well. They are a complicated army. So and this is kind of like my fallback as well, to mix it up a bit from Lucky Six's point of view. Obviously we've got high elves and vampires and probably warriors at the start of next year as well. I've got a bit of a project I want to do for that, but overall that's what's to come. So if you do like any of that stuff and that excites you,
stick around,
or you're just interested in how it goes, stick around. 100 Club's always a thing. We're going to try and get some gaming days to get some real life ones, because that is our bread and butter really. But Warhall is a fantastic tool while we're struggling to get it,
really, really grateful to the people at Warhall keeping us able to battle online. Really handy. And I'm definitely hoping to get back into the Celtic League again.
Yes,
which is reviving itself in the UK. So fingers crossed, we'll get a few more games in that way. So good stuff. Thank you, Lucky Sixes. We'll look into the next battle to come very soon. I hope so. Well, roll on, PTG.
Stay safe. I'll see you later.
with Proxy.